and welcome to SimpleSpiritualityPH. Now, for those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Regine. I am an intuitive, manifesting-based tarot reader. I am a certified Reiki healer and an overall light worker. And before we dive into today's episode, I would like to invite everyone who would like to receive notifications of my new videos to please hit the subscribe button over there. If you like this video later on, please give it your thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. Alrighty, and let's get to the meat of the video. Guys, I have a lot of energy today. I was so excited by watching Street Woman Fighter, and I guess that's the reason why I have hoops and like little things on. But really, actually, I was watching Street Woman Fighter while I was fixing my makeup, what do you call this? My makeup here on the side. And I had these on because I didn't want the stuff to like dust or something like that to go to my face. And I started to play with my makeup. And I saw that they were all made up in Street Woman Fighter. And I wanted to do it too. I wanted to play with my look today too. And so here we are. Now, topic for today is journaling. A lot of people actually, um, a lot of people actually journal. Let's just get that straight. A lot of people write in their diary. They journal like points of the day, right? My sister does it. I do it. My mom does it. And if you are my client, I can bet that I've probably asked you to journal at some point. Like, keep a journal for the next 21 days. So here are just some of the tips that I wanted to share when it comes to journaling. So tip number one, always find yourself good writing instruments. Now, I love my writing instruments. I am very picky with writing instruments. When I want to feel rich, I use my Mont Blanc pen, which my mom gave me, which I manifested, by the way. I've always wanted, let's just have a little segue about that. So, my Mont Blanc pen, it was a manifestation. I have always wanted a really expensive pen because I'm a writer. I mean, I write beautifully, I write very cohesively, and my word usage is very, it just flows. I have a natural flow to it, right? And so I told myself one of the things that I really, really want to own is an expensive pen, kind of like have my writings worth. And I was setting myself on a Mont Blanc because my mother has a Mont Blanc pen. It was given to her as a gift when she was a very, very top executive for one of the biggest companies here in the Philippines and actually all around the world. I'm not going to say what, but she was a high um, executive level, and she was gifted that for her service. And so I've always seen it. She's always shown it to me, and I told myself I want to have that pen, or not exactly that pen, but I want to have that brand of pen, the Mont Blanc pen. And I told myself when I finally get to a place where I can start earning, I mean, in large quantities, in large numbers, like big, earning big numbers, I want to start saving up for it. And so that started to happen. And I was starting to, like, this has been a long, long, long wish of mine. And I started to think about it again. And I was remembering what my mom's Mont Blanc pen looked like because she keeps it, of course, tucked away in a vault. And so I um, I remembered what it looked like, right? And then one day I told my mom that I've always wanted a Mont Blanc pen, like that's one of the writing instruments that I really, really want. And then off the bat, she told me, well, I can give it to you. I can give my Mont Blanc pen to you. And I'm like, what? And I think it happened that way because I was imagining my mother's Mont Blanc pen in my mind. So the way I would affirm for it was to visualize it in my mind, see how it looked like, and I would imagine myself writing with it, like experience the experience of writing with it and feeling like really, really rich doing that and feeling very luxurious doing that. And I think it happened that way, that my mom gave me that exact pen, that model of the pen, which by the way is not very common nowadays. So the value has actually gone up. The refill for it has actually gone up because it's not very common, that size of pen. It's a mini pen. It's not very common nowadays. Like when you go to the Montblanc website, you'll see, of course, the larger, the more standard sizes of pens, and you rarely see. I don't even know if it's available. The small version. I forget the model, but yeah, that's the one. And so I manifested it. I manifested that exact pen that I kept seeing in my mind, and now it's mine. And it's one of the writing instruments that I use when I want to feel rich. So if I'm affirming for money, I will usually use the Montblanc pen to write my affirmations down. But anyways, I digress. That was a big discussion, a big digression. Let's go back to journaling. So use uh, writing instruments that are very comfortable for you, because writing, journaling is not simply just about, let's say, for example, writing your affirmations or writing about your day. It's also a chance for you to be creative. And when you're creative, you want things to flow more naturally, right? You want your writing instruments to support you. Let's say in the event of, let's say, for example, you're doing a creative journaling, a creative type of journaling about your new job. Let's say you're manifesting your new job and you want to journal about it. Sometimes the very, very creative bug hits you and you'll want to write pages and pages of it, of how it feels, what the atmosphere is like. And you're not going to do that if your pen is uncomfortable. So, tip number one is choose a nice writing instrument, a comfortable writing instrument for you, one that you can write with for hours, or one that you can write, not for hours, one that you can write with for pages and pages and so on, right? Tip number two, have a great notebook that you really want to keep getting. I find that if you have a notebook that is really like normal, like it's it's an everyday notebook. Everyday notebooks have their purpose in our lives. But actually, even my everyday notebooks aren't just any type of notebook. My everyday notebooks are the ones given to me by my brother from another mother, Kyle. I'll try to, let me see if I can leave. I don't know if I can do that, but if I can, I'll leave his channel linked up there. So he's my brother from another mother. Ladies, he's single. Go for him. He's one of the nicest gentlemen ever. If you want a man to treat you right, go for my brother from another mother, Kyle. Anyways, so I find that having a notebook like this, so I find that having a notebook that you really want to reach for is a very big motivator. Like it's kind of like you see something you like and you want to just be with it, you know? You want it within your vicinity at all times. You like using it. You It makes you want to write. Basically, that is the whole point of it. When you have a notebook that's really pretty to your taste, um, to your taste level, to your preference, both the outside and the inside, you'll really, really be motivated to write pages and pages and pages. And if you are a manifester who utilizes writing or who uses journaling to write, then this is going to help. A great notebook is really going to help you. This notebook is from Flame Tree, I think. Yes, it's a Flame Tree notebook, and I forget the artwork on this. Let's just check. Let's give reverence to who painted this. So this is cover image based on a detail from embroidered textile hanging with peacock. Late 19th to early 20th century, Ashmolean Museum, University of Oxford. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong, Ashmolean. Um, oh, there's actually a little description. Let's take the time to read that too. The peacock was emblematic not of glory but of compassion and care, and so it would appear to be in this intricate hanging. What what we might expect to be its show-stealing splendor is almost upstaged by the pure white peonies, lilies, and roses all round. The eyes of its furled-up tail, though beautiful, blend into the background as though they were another flower. So now I understand, like once you see it. But yeah, so imagine having a notebook like this, and with a history like this, and with pages of beautiful lined, beautiful lined pages with a little, what do you call this? A bookmark. I don't usually use bookmarks when I read. I remember the exact page I stop at. And so imagine, oh, there's two. I only discovered this now. There's two. So this is a new notebook that I'm going to write in. But imagine having the notebook like this. You'll really be inspired to write, not just your affirmations, but even like to go further as to do creative scenarios. You can write about your new job, job that you're manifesting. You can write about that moment that that your person came to you, You can write about anything and really feel it real. So that's one of the things that I think that's one of the most, what do you call this? That's one of the benefits of journaling, is really that it allows you to focus enough to feel things real. So it's a really, really big benefit for those who are consciously manifesting. It's a really, I'm saying really too much. It's a benefit that really immerses you, submerges you in focus, because it's forcing you to sit down, use your entire body and your mind and your feeling place, right, to actually write, to do the work, right? So that's why I like journaling a lot. Even if you're not consciously manifesting, I would suggest for you to journal. And the third tip would be to look for good journal prompts. Every week, you may know this if you follow the channel, but every week during our weekly tarot readings that I post here, I do include journal prompts. So you can use that every day for the week if you want to reflect on something. Maybe you can use journal prompts from other sources. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to go wild with journal prompts. But yes, utilize journaling. Those are my top 3 for journaling. Have good writing, a good writing instrument, have good paper, a notebook with you, and number 3, search for the journal prompts that really appeal to you, the journal prompts that will help you to bring out those emotions, help you to live in the end if you are consciously manifesting, right? Allow you to focus, and yeah, another thing, this is a bonus now, another thing that I would do is, because I'm a conscious manifester and I do write my affirmations every day to give thanks to them. And for the ones that I don't have yet, I write them down as well. Like I affirm for them as well. I write them down. As well as like on top of meditating on them and actually affirming. But whenever I feel bad, whenever I feel down, what I would do actually is so let's say this is my journal now. This is a new journal. Actually, I haven't broken in yet. I will reserve a part of it, like maybe just a small part, this part. And that would be like the burn part of it. And so whenever I feel pissed, whenever I need to rant, I will actually write it down here. And the reason why I write it down is because your negative energy needs an outlet. It needs to be transformed. It's never going to be transformed if you don't let it have its outlet. All right? And sadly enough, what we do is we allow the outlet to be a manifestation. When you could have just, when you could have just written it down once, tear it up, and never see it ever again. It's just as easy as that. So that's the bonus tip. Anyways, Very short, very sweet, simple. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, suggestions, you want to say hey, please do comment them down below. If you would like to receive notifications of my new videos, please hit the subscribe button over there where the cats are. And if you would like your very own tarot reading or Reiki healing session with me, online for now, of course, here are the details. And that's it. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'm excited with what you guys come up with in your journaling. Let us know your experiences, comment them down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Ciao for now, guys. Bye.